I can spit a rhyme because it's not a crime. That is sad when you're black and you can't rap.
No, I think that goes for a lot of us.
Yeah, they can make beats though.
You know it's true.
Do you want to do the whole little rant thing about like Trump? And
Trump. Okay. Oh.
Alright, so.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, Trump has the ability to bring out a number of people to voting now, because as you remember last year, we only had a 40% turnout rate to the polls for electing people in the House, well, in Congress in general.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're seeing all these other voters that are sick of the entire of the establishment, which is Hillary Clinton on the opposing side and Ted Cruz on his side. They're sick of the establishment. They're sick of people playing politics and playing with their money and playing with their taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking for a convenient person that agrees with them and promise them these things. Obviously, that was either Bernie Sanders, who was on the far left like I am, or Trump, whose political ideology goes all over the place, because at the RNC he said he'll do whatever it takes to protect the rights of the LGBT community, which you don't say if you're a Republican at all, without getting booed, and somehow people were still clapping and stuff. So I'm not saying like every Trump supporter is a horrible person, that they don't support minority rights and stuff like that. It's that they're just sick and tired of the establishment. They're sick and tired of us playing politics. They're sick and tired of everything that's happening. They're looking for someone that wants to wage war against that and tries to go inside and undo the damage. Mm-hmm. And I did a whole political analysis when I was in school, when I was in Ep.5 about it, how Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump is pulling so many numbers out. And then I'm glad that he's pulling out more people into the conversation, because 40% does not represent entire America. But the problem is he's manipulating their fears, saying that there's so many legal immigrants coming in and they're stealing our jobs, they're shooting up places, they're terrorizing citizens. Tell me, when's the last time you heard about a Mexican coming in through the United States via illegally and I hate
shooting up places.
Yeah, shooting up places. No. How many times have you heard white people doing that? About 90% of the time.
Actually, I hear that a lot. There's a lot of...
There's all the mass shootings that we had so far in this year have all been white, except for the Orlando shooter, but he was naturally born here. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter if you're from another country or something. That does not increases your chances of being violent and segregating a people, telling that they're only bringing in their criminals and they're only sending their rapists, killers, stuff like that. That's completely... There's not a verb or a noun or anything that I can describe about how wrong that is. And the people are just eating this up. They're just eating it like stray dogs because they're so desperate and they want answers. So, and his policies make no sense whatsoever. I'm sorry. He said he's going to bomb ISIS. Where is ISIS? Well, you know, they're in Saudi Arabia. Oh, really? Oh, really?
So you're going to bomb all those Saudi Arabians?
Yeah, even if they were in Saudi Arabia, if like their base was right there, it's a difficult challenge that you have to take. I do understand that we have more important issues. Okay, not more important. We have other issues domestically than foreignly. But still, saying that you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to terrorize them, you're going to implement law and order, you're going to do all this stuff just to feed people this load of bull crap so that you can get elected and then you don't know what to do afterwards, because we act like President Trump, quote unquote, can do this all. Mm-hmm. No, that's Congress' job, and right now it's the majority of conservative, like the old GOP party, that can't decide within themselves. So that's why you saw the split between the Republican Party back in winter, and you kind of saw the Tea Party, which is the way right, and then the more moderates and stuff like that. And the Tea Party, the really extreme ones, really like Trump, and then soon that influence became the entire Republican convention. Obviously, not everyone agreed. Colorado walked out because they wanted a recall of the delegates, and they said no, Trump is president, deal with this. So they walked out. So obviously, not all Republicans are happy, but still, you had so many better choices. You had Johnny Kasich. He was probably the most moderate of them all. Still pretty conservative in my eyes, but still, his policies actually make sense. He had experience. He was a governor. And I'm not saying experience is necessary, but it helps a
it's
lot.
good to
It's someone
have.
who just runs a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And he says these ridiculous things like, I can stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot someone, and I can have a vote. I won't lose a vote. He made fun of that disabled reporter.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, look at me, look at me. It's just, there's just so many things wrong with him that I can't explain within an hour if you gave it to me.
His wife is an immigrant, right?
Yeah.
She's Russian or something. She's
A Slovakian.
yeah, she was Slovakian, isn't she?
And they're saying, oh, that's the ideal American family, Trump. Yeah, having 3 wives and divorcing them. It's just, I understand people are entitled to believe what they want, to vote for anyone who they want. And then, even worse than voting for Trump is not voting at all. I encourage people, no matter who's up for election, you need to exercise your right to vote. And that's why I believe that on the ballot there should be a no vote category. I mean, that would at least exercise your right to vote, because we've been talking about our rights matter, the Constitution matters, etc., but then we sit at home and not vote, and then we want to complain about how bad and awful government is. Well, you didn't vote, so you don't have a say.
Yeah.
Because you didn't exercise your voice, you didn't say who you wanted. And even if you lost, you still have a say, hey, I voted, and obviously I lost, but still, you get to criticize them. But I believe if you do not vote, don't say anything. Don't talk about how awful the government is. Don't talk about how our taxes are being used, because obviously you didn't care enough to try to make that difference.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how iota your vote may count, per se. I don't know. I could go on a rant all day.
And it's not even our vote. It's like the college's vote.
Yeah.
They get the last say anyways.
Yeah, there's always incidents where someone doesn't, and they think that they know better than the population, so therefore they vote to fit their own knowledge. But usually they do vote according to how we say we wanted to vote. And that's how we won Barack Obama for 2 terms. And you can say what you want about Barack Obama. He's been a really good president.
Yeah.
I can criticize him about drone striking, or his stance on Social Security, how awful he didn't fight for those or fight against it.
But he's better than...
for what he had, he fixed it up pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
And now our unemployment's down. That's not directly towards him, but that's for his administration. Unemployment is at a very low down. Inflation is pretty moderate right now. We're relatively in peace. I mean, we had the whole ISIS thing, but overall, he's just been a really good guy. He's been really calm. He didn't have any outbursts, except for that one time when he cried about the Newtown shooting, after he keeps saying stricter gun regulations. I mean, that's the only outburst I can think of. And then we had great candidates like Bernie Sanders. Now, people that are hearing this, they're like, oh, he's one of these people, he just wants free stuff. No, I want my taxes to go to what I pay for. If I'm paying taxes, yes, I want my taxes to help someone less fortunate than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I want my taxes to go towards education. That's why he said he's going to redirect our taxes, not spend more money. He's going to redirect our taxes so that we can all have a free public education.
In the college.
Yeah. And tell me why. And people can argue about this all day. But tell me why I want to be a productive member of the society. So I need to go to college to get the job that I want. Why should I go in debt until I'm in my mid-40s and 50s to pay off something that I wanted to contribute to society?
Mm-hmm.
And people usually don't go to college because they can't afford it. They know they can't afford it. So then society calls them lazy and like, oh, you should have went to college. Well, I don't blame them. I mean, that's too much. I'm not going to be in debt for the rest of my life because I want to help society out and add something to the human race. That's why unemployment was so high at once, because the cost of learning something was just skyrocketed. Mm-hmm. And we're so behind other countries. All the EU implements free college for all of its citizens. So if you lived in France, you can go to college to Germany if you want it for free. Mm-hmm. And for exchange students, I was about to do exchange student program. Only 400 euros. 400 euros. That's 600. That's around $600.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's $600.
For my entire education, I should have done that. It's just so many things wrong with our education now, since we value our testing scores and stuff like that. But we don't value it enough to have a great education, make sure that everyone has an equal opportunity to learn and expand and go to the workforce and do what they want to do. But
That's pretty cool.
that's my take on it. There's a lot of things with our political systems, and we had a great candidate, Bernie Sanders. He was willing to fight for everyone. He was willing to fight against the establishment like Trump. That's why he attracts so many conservatives too.
He was like the young crowd too. Like a
Yeah.
lot of young people.
Oh, young
voted
people
for him.
loved him. That's the only reason why he won Michigan is because people took time out of their college classes to go out and vote for him. Because he spoke to us. He spoke to us. He says, "Hey, I'm old. I might not know everything about the youth, but I know you guys are struggling. I want to help." We had that opportunity. We just let him slip through our fingers because we wanted first woman president.
Oh yeah,
That's-
everybody did want Hillary Clinton. Was they trying to get off first? Just because we had a first black president. I didn't even care if he got elected.
No,
To be honest.
Yeah.
It was just Barack Obama. If we would have had a black president, well, since we have a black president, we have a black president. That don't mean nothing really. It's just he's black. He's gonna do almost the same thing as every other president did. But if we would have had, what is it, John McCain? If we would have had him as a president, everything would probably be the same, but it'd be whack at the same time.
Yeah,
It'd just be.
it's all about where you
Yeah.
you stand ideologically.
That's what I mean.
But in reality, we're already behind the rest of the world. Great Britain has had kings and queens. I mean,
and they
women
still have a
yeah.
king and queen. They're not dead yet.
Well, like they don't even do much anymore.
Yeah, anymore. But
It's a
I
monarchy.
mean, and in Germany, their president or their prime minister, I can't remember, is a woman. France had women prime ministers, so everyone's already beating us.
I think it's more bums here in America than it is anywhere else. I swear.
Well,
I mean, in Rome, that's also like a big like
Bummy
broken
place.
down.
It's bummy.
Yeah. And in France
Was
too,
wrong.
like their unemployment right now, I checked, it was around 8.5%. I mean, compared to us, we're at, goodness, I think since June, we've been at 4%, which is very good.
Oh yeah, that is really
Are you
good.
sure it's at 4?
Yes.
Because that's very
Very
low.
low, very
Yeah,
low,
that's what I
and
mean.
that's why
Obama
that's
did
why
that.
you don't hear anything about Fox News about the economic explosion that we suddenly just have. And then unemployment usually means it's kind of high, but it's actually kind of right here. So we had economic developments that nobody wants to talk about because nobody wants to give Obama the credit that he deserves. But they were there when 2009, when the baking and house market crashes. There was like, this is Obama's fault. This is why we should have never elected him. But now, since we're doing good,
No,
not
they
a
don't
peep.
even talk about it.
Not a peep.
That's how the government is though.
And that's just how people is in general.
Yeah, that's what
They
I mean.
always, as humans, we always want to blame somebody because we don't want to say we were responsible for it. If there's a scapegoat for anything, we will take that, no matter how pure or how good you are. And even if we can't blame anybody, then we say, oh, it's nature, divine intervention, this is God's will, and stuff. For bad things like Hurricane Katrina, nobody wants to admit that they contributed to global warming, but we have. We have as a humans. We have to accept that. They're like, oh, it's just, this is what happens when we let gays marry in some states. This is God's wrath.
I don't even see how that's possible.
See that
Because gays was married. Gays weren't marrying, but gays were together back in like
they've been back. There's been the homosexuality since the beginning of time.
That's what I mean.
And then they have like orgies before like the Olympics.
That's what I mean.
And then I found out this interesting thing. One of the governors in Rome would go into this locker room and seek out the guy that has the biggest penis size. And he would take they will have sex, and then he would be crowned guy of glory for the day or something like that.
Damn.
So this isn't. There's nothing new. And
There's nothing there. That means there's nothing new.
And then
you
I
got
may-
crowned glory.
Yeah, I may sound a little biased because I am gay. I don't know if Jason told you that, but I am gay. And I might sound a little biased saying, oh, this isn't our fault. Well, you kind of have to look in reality. Even animals, I forgot, what was the most homosexual animal?
Wasn't it ducks?
Duck?
They fuck each other when they're dead. I'm not sure if it's with each other.
I can't, shoot. I think it was ducks.
I don't know. I'm thinking real long and hard about this one.
But while you guys are thinking, like, it's just not a human thing. It's not even just a human thing. It's just
It's
natural.
everything, yeah.
It's just natural.
It's
I
just
feel
something
like
that
if you-
happens, I guess.
People might not like the ideal like sex part about it, but I feel like if you're gonna love somebody with all your heart and they consent is really important.
Yeah.
You can't just marry some guy and then he's like, dude, I'm straight, I can't, and then you just go and marry him. That's obviously wrong. But I just feel like if you're gonna love somebody, it shouldn't matter who it is, as long as they're in the same race. That's not race. Yeah, the human race.
The same human race.
Yeah, human
they're
race.
like not
If you're-
sentient beings.
Yeah, if you're going to go and hook up with an alien or something, I mean, you do.
You can do you that. Yeah.
But we're not going to legalize that. But
Yeah, that's just gonna be weird. I'm not about to see that wedding.
no,
be
no,
aliens.
it'll be a one fucked up wedding.
Yeah, UFOs. I'll be like, you know what?
Ducks are in fact homosexual.
So you just now looked up ducks are homosexual, huh?
I said animals that are homosexual.
And ducks are? Is there anything else? It's
Giraffes.
elephants. Giraffes? I figured that.
What you mean?
If they are.
What you mean?
I just figured it, like, look at them.
You can't look at an animal and say, "Oh, yep, that's a homosexual right
no,
there."
like, I can, it's like, I don't know, just how they look. Like, they could be straight. I don't know, it's like, it's just a thing. Because they're always in bunches, too. I can't really tell which one's male or female.
Wait, Dante.
Wait.
Just think
Wait.
about it. Just think about it.
What?
Wait, I'm trying to comprehend this for a second.
I think elephants would be
So what?
homosexual too.
How do they look then to you?
I don't know.
They
It's
look
just.
gay.
I don't know. It's just like. Oh, it's a thing. It's not. I'm not like against homosexuals because like my whole group, the 12 people, like half of them are lesbians. Not even half. I think all of them are.
Same.
I think all of them are.
Same here, actually.
So I'm just in a whole group of lesbians, and I'm just like one dude. But I don't know. It just seems like that's what they do. Like they can do that. I just really don't care. They just look like to me. They just look like
they
can
look
be-
like lesbians.
Yeah, they
No,
can look like
okay,
homosexuals and
no,
stuff. Like I'm just like.
I can agree on you. There's
Yeah.
some women that you will question their sexuality, and it turns out that your hypothesis.
I got
is
pretty
true.
good at noticing what
Yeah.
girls are lesbian and stuff. Cause my whole group, literally, the person I was just texting is a lesbian, and I don't know. I just hang out with them. I don't hang out with anyone else because I'm Dante. I guess I don't.
I'm Dante.
Yeah, like I don't hang out. Like there's only like a few people that I know that are like straight. Like my friend Jack, I work with him. He's super straight. Like I can't even touch him. That's how straight he is. Cause he gonna think that's gay. So every time we go to work, I can give him a handshake or just like that and then that's it. If I touch him any other way, he'll probably think that's gay and he'll probably punch me. But he can't.
Well,
do
and
that.
then I think that's more psychological because
Yeah, but he was grown up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I really don't have a problem against it. They just look like that to me.
They just look.
Yeah.
So now transfer that to the animal kingdom. We are
Yeah.
part of the animal kingdom. But
Yeah.
still, transfer that to graphs.
Giraffes.
Giraffes.
Graphs.
Graphs, yeah. That parabola looks really homosexual.
Oh, dang. That is sad.
But what's I talking about? Oh, yeah.
The
so,
giraffes.
so how, can you spot, what giraffe probably,
No, I
gets
just look
around?
at them, and if it's, like, you just... No, like, I'm not saying that they are. It's just that they look like they can be.
They look like they.
I don't know. Like, okay.
What features?
Yeah.
What feature? Like,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the whole pack, right?
Uh,
Let's say, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, okay, so if they are, like, there, eating and stuff like that, usually, it's always, like, male and female. It's always like that, like, with animals. You always see male and female animals, unless you, like, get 2 dogs and they're both male, or 2 dogs and they're both female. The 2 dogs can be homosexual and lesbian, I really don't care. I wouldn't know, or, basically, yeah, but, like, if I see, like, a male giraffe and a male giraffe, they can be homosexual, too, so I'm just like,
Oh, so it's more like if they're both male.
pair, or if it's like a whole bunch of them in a group. That's what I mean, like in a group when they're all in a group.
So
Okay,
what? The
the
giraffes
whole
are having an orgy.
That's what like.
Do you think they just go on African Craigslist, say, okay, we're all gonna be by this tree?
What if they do though?
well, then then we really need to advance as a species because we haven't met Craigslist since 2002.
That's what I mean. See,
And they have the capabilities of controlling what they do on Craigslist, then we really need to step up our game. We need to take natural selection in our.
What? You gotta think about it.
How do they type on their phone?
You gotta think about it, man.
Their hooves are bigger than our phones.
Oh man, that is hilarious. But yeah, it could be possible.
Flamingos are obvious. No.
Yeah, I already knew that. And they're long too. See, it's like long things.
Oh.
And I'm thinking about elephants too, because they got a long trunk. See, man.
So anything tall or long
I think
is
long and long is like homosexual. Dang.
Wait, so Shaquille O'Neal is he gay?
Michael Jordan.
Oh no.
That is so. Wait, but you're tall too.
Yeah, but that's my complete
See?
coincidence.
Nope, see? And then there's this other girl named Raven. She tall.
Oh no.
Man. Oh man, that is sad.
What about Lao Ming?
He must be gay. He has to be.
It just got like 10 degrees warmer for laughing that much. I love it. Dolphins, there we go. Oh yeah, that was gonna bring us to our snails. I actually did experiment. I completely forgot about it. Okay.
We experimented with snails humping.
No,
See, that's worse than me talking about the giraffe.
No,
At least I didn't try it out. Take 2 giraffes. All right, I want you.
No, okay, I didn't do it intentionally because I had
I
had a snail farm. Well, I still do. I just ordered it after school, and I love eating snails. I mean, I had my first snail.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Snow.
Well, escargot. Yeah. No. Anyway, it's a French cuisine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look how you looking. He like, man, I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm Hispanic. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, like, I had one chamber where all of them hang out and do whatever, and then I have like a mating chamber where I put 2 at a time. I didn't realize that I put 2 males in there. Well, and see, it's kind of weird because you can't classify them males or females because they can both be males.
Or they or one of them can be female, or they both can be female.
Yeah, and then whoever wants, they will change into the other gender, and then they will do that.
What the freak?
Yeah, snails are weird. I don't know.
They just can change. He's like, man, that's a nice thing you got. He's like, he's like, oh man.
And then they were getting to know each other, and then I saw their 2 little pointers. I'm like, oh shit, they're males. And then I found out that he like did something with his pointer, so he hid it away, and then they, just started doing that, and then he laid eggs in 2 months or something like that.
Wait.
How did the dude?
Where's the
pointer? It comes out of their like necks or something.
What?
But they get really intimate. Like they will start to dance with you, not like dance, but they will do like their own little dance. They would like make out with each other, like literally make out. They'll get sensual, kind of like humans, and then they'll snail, Gary, yes, Gary, and I don't
Gary and
yeah.
What was Squidward's snail when they raced?
Oh
yeah, that girl,
Sydney or something. I can't remember.
It was something. That's them too.
That's what I read about vampire bats. They are very homosexual too.
Sea lions.
Oh.
They got them sea lions on the
More than 80% of New Zealand sea lion males exclusively mate with other males. Okay. Killer whales.
I would have never known.
No.
I would have never known.
You
Killer whales. I thought they were like dead on straight.
Yeah. Oh, spiders.
Of course, spiders. They're weird. Spiders are just weird.
They just do their own thing,
They're just the things that we just don't talk about. They're like a race. Like, what race don't we talk about ever?
Native Americans.
Look,
yeah.
Basically, that's what spiders are. They just do their own thing.
An interesting fact, actually, they saw homosexuality as like the gifts from the gods or whatever.
Who?
So, Native Americans.
Oh, okay.
So like they would, celebrate if, like 2 males or 2 females or whatever. Just
That's because they were cool.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah, they were cool.
Except for
Everybody
all
else is just.
Oh, okay.
bland.
Yeah. So it's just not,
humans only.
human.
Yeah.
Everyone else does it, so we should do it too.
Everyone else does it, so we should do it too.
That's a bad motto.
All these kids just start going out. Oh man. I can't even stand when kids even hug each other. I'd be trying to kill myself. I just say something like that.
kids that be having serious like relationships, they're 8 or 9.
I don't know, they be like,
yeah, I got a
man.
girlfriend, boyfriend. I was so scared when I first like told my parents that I had a girlfriend when I was young. Like I was 12 or 13. I was so scared, but now 8-year-olds are doing it now. It's like
I remember I couldn't have a girlfriend until I turned like 13. I don't know. You know how
yeah.
long that is?
Even if you sat by a girl or something, like you would get scolded at. I think that's the black thing.
Yeah, I think that is. Did that happen to you?
No.
See, yeah, I think that is.
see.
Because it never happened to any of my other friends either.
Because, grandma or mom doesn't want to raise any other children.
Mm-hmm. My uncle, even like last weekend, like literally just this last weekend, my cousin, well, not my cousin, I just call her my cousin because she's related to my friends. And I call my friends like my brothers and sisters because they're really close, because they're like super close. I don't know how to explain it. My uncle goes out with their mom.
Yeah,
So basically, yeah. And their cousin came over, and she put her legs on me. And my uncle doesn't like that. He don't like no girls touching other boys, like any other way other than like a hug or like a handshake or something. I don't know what the fuck. His rules are weird. And he just came up and pushed their legs off me. I was like, this is saddening. But yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. I had to leave because it was so. You just don't know how weird it was. Like, imagine watching something weird and getting weirded out, but times that by 20.
Oh, that's happened before.
That's like really. That is so weird. I literally just left. I was like,
and I'm pretty sure you can relate. Like at schools, it sucks being tall because when you're in a tall crowd, you see things that you really shouldn't see.
Like what?
oh,
Like,
there's a lot of things.
There's a lot like people gripping each other's butts.
Yeah, you see. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but being tall and actually being able to see over people and like into like other crowds and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you ever seen a boyfriend girlfriend, right? And the boyfriend fingering the other.
Yes.
Yeah, you seen that before?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just crazy, dude. It sucks.
Man, you guys are lucky though.
Not really.
No.
Like I'm
Not
sure.
really.
I'm like, hey,
No, and
I
I
wouldn't want
wish
to see that.
No, because like if you sit in the in front of class,
Yeah.
you're always gonna have to slouch down. So it's like move your head.
but like,
Dude,
besides that, but like, if you go like into a crowd or whatever, and like you see that, then
No, I mean,
I just was weirded out because it was
Yeah.
like two of
It's
the
like-
weirdest people in school. I was just like,
yeah,
yeah, it's
I don't care if you do it at home or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, that's every right
you shouldn't do
have.
it at school either, though, because like at school, that's just weird.
That's a place to learn and socialize, not
Yeah, and everybody
being-
around them was probably about to start doing the same thing, so I just didn't even.
And
start.
I
Like,
wonder
I-
how people don't see that too.
That's
like,
what I mean.
You're right behind this person. You don't see that, and I'm like,
I think it's hard to spot.
Yeah.
I swear, because people be doing it during my class, like in class, not my class. Like I don't own that class, but during like some of the classes I'm in, people just start doing that. I'll be like, how? The teacher be standing in front of their class and everything, just be talking. I'll be like, this
Oh,
dude
but
is blind.
I really hate when teachers are like helping a kid next to you and they bend over and their butt is in your face.
it depends on the teacher.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, it really does, honestly. But other teachers that you do not like or you don't find attractive at all, it's just annoying.
I remember one of my teachers bent down and his pants fell down. Man, he got flamed on that whole day. I swear, he was ignited. That man was in the oven for hours, and he could not come out. He got flamed on. It was just they had his picture. They had the picture.
Oh, that's me.
I don't know what to say. He should never been the worst teacher. He's like literally. You guys have teachers at your school that are bad?
Not really anymore,
See?
because they all left.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So like what we have now is like younger and like more attractive teachers. So like,
I got this one substitute number, and her Snapchat.
Oh my goodness.
I think all female substitutes like me for some reason. Cause I'll say hi to them, and they'll be like, "What's your name?" Like they don't even ask anyone else. It's so funny. I like substitute teachers though. They're so.
All my substitute
girl
teachers
substitute
are like
teachers.
old. Like,
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Old.
yeah.
Except for this one guy, I did a couple things I shouldn't probably done, but
Uh,
they were young enough where it was like, okay, if we were to ever marry, it would be socially okay. But
We get the young substitutes. Y'all should come to our school. When we get a substitute, I'll tell you.
I don't want to see people getting fingered.
yeah,
At my school, it doesn't happen all the time. Just like when it does happen, no one noticed. Everybody's just like, "Oh yeah, I had to do my homework last night." Yeah, you did your homework.
and then when I see something, I'm like, guys, did you see that? They're like, what? I'm like,
That's what I mean.
you guys,
You can't
I
just
don't-
point it out to people.
yeah, because when either they're gone or they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
or they can't see it.
Because
It's like,
us tall people are very like. I'm not gonna lie, we're slow.
Yeah.
I think we're not like mentally slow. I'm talking about like slow to just do things. Like I'm always slow to do stuff. If I see something, I'll be like, should I tell my friend about this?
you think about it before, and then I think your heart and your brain connects to think about something,
Yeah.
and then since we're longer, it takes a long time for them to conversate.
So it's just like,
And then by the time they're already gone, or they're not doing it.
yeah. But I don't. Do you agree? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
except for walking, that's the only thing we're not. Slow
yeah,
at.
that's the dude.
People are like, wait, I have small legs. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't be
And this-
a gnome.
This is getting impersonal, but being tall is not that great because I have not felt water hit my head naturally from a shower.
No, me either.
Really?
I hate that. You can't stand under a shower head because it goes.
It goes
not even-
all over.
It's
your
like
chest.
probably like your stomach.
Yeah, and then you have to like lean back a little and come back and then do all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are missing out.
Yeah,
Dude.
no, but I went to this hotel in Chicago and they had a shower
Full body
head.
one?
Yeah, and they had one that went on my head. That was the best feeling in the world. I was only there for 3 days, but
I know you took a shower every
I
3
took.
days, didn't you? I would have took a shower every 3 days. Shoot. I can't. I miss having water on my. I remember I used to do that when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that? A year ago? How long? No, about. Dang, dude. I've always been tall.
Because I hit 6 foot when I was in 5th grade.
Damn.
So ever since that.
I just recently hit 6 foot. I've been 5'11" since 7th grade. You know that? 5'11". How do you get stuck at 5'11"? How does that happen? I was literally stuck at 5'11" until like 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I can kind of relate because, like, it was for a short period of time I was stuck at 6'2".
See,
And I could not grow at all. And
what
then,
is going on?
And so, how tall are you right now?
how old am I?
No, how
Tall.
tall?
Oh, tall. I'm 6'4". So I grew like 4 inches, but
Oh yeah, you grew up pretty.
that was like at that time you were thinking, okay, I'm gonna grow. You go to the doctors or go get your checkup. Nope.
Still the same height,
Yeah.
huh? That's because they need to have they need to have taller people do measurements for taller people, and then shorter people do measurements for shorter people
Because
then they'll relate and they know how to measure.
that they're like, should we count that?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what my doctor does. She goes, "We can just knock off one." What do you mean knock off?
This. If I was ever kidnapped, they're gonna look for a 5'11" instead of a 6 foot person.
Yeah.
Might
See?
not be a major difference, but it's still a difference.
It's still a difference. Because then what if you put a bag over my head and I'm like an inch taller? They're gonna be like, "That's not him."
That's not. Well, I think if there was a bag over your head and you're downtown,
Or something over my something that like blocks
yeah.
my face view from everybody. Then yeah, it makes sense. Doctors be crazy nowadays. I swear to God. Somebody gonna yell at me for saying "swear to God." I need to stop saying that anyways.
Swear to God.
I swear to God.
Swear to God.
I don't know if you guys had to do this, but the LARP.
Wait, what do you mean?
Live action roleplay?
No, someone said that before. Literary analysis research paper.
Yep, I did that. Literally analysis.
The
Yep.
14-page essay.
I've done it.
We just call it the LA at our school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what was the whole point of putting the RP?
Yeah. Good point. And then, like, every time I ask someone that doesn't go to Granville or isn't in our district, they're like, live action role play? I'm like, no. Okay. Let me
Never
just say
done
the
that
whole
before.
thing. No. Well, we all had our days.
Underneath side, licked outside. We all had our days. It's like a horrible time.
No.
Live action role play. I've never done it. I'm about to go do that.
No.
Dude, no. I don't want to do that.
No.
Why?
No.
Last year for Art Prize, there was a furry meetup
Don't.
at Rosie Park.
Nope.
And
Dead serious?
Dead serious. I had it on my Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of you guys furries?
Oh, yeah.
The
it's
last
all
person I dated
You are?
was. And
Really?
yes, and they took me to one. And
It was horrible, wasn't it?
How was it?
It was
How
terrible.
Was it?
that's why I keep saying nope.
It was terrible. It must have been horrendous. I would have walked in there and
They're
been
just like dolphins whenever they see a hole. It's like anything that is bipedal, they would like go and try to dance with, and then it ends up with you being bent forward, and they don't care who it is. You're not supposed to talk during it.
Really?
That's what they told me, and I didn't dress
because
up,
dogs don't, because furries don't talk. They're like, they don't have, well, they can on the I think the cartoons are, what are they? Because I've never seen a furry.
They do drawings and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, but don't they talk on the drawings?
It's not a TV show or a movie.
But-
I guess it's
it's just fan art, and then they bring it to life. And no, I never felt more uncomfortable. And
Somebody was getting raped and they couldn't say nothing. Or unless, no, they were all there for it. So they all just were like, oh yeah.
I think if you all go there, you automatically give consent. Obviously, if someone says stop, you should stop, but you're not supposed to talk. So
You can't say stop.
yeah.
So you're just done for it.
But if it's really bad, then I would suggest that you say fire.
Stop. Yeah,
Or
something.
Yeah. But
That's weird. I couldn't go. I wouldn't go to one of those. That's crazy. I
but
would
mine
be scared.
wasn't downtown. It wasn't downtown. Mine was in Cadillac or something like that. Out there. So yeah, it's just a lot of weird stuff happened. I didn't feel comfortable, so I drove us both home. I'm like, we're not doing that again.
Was your friend one of the ones?
Yes. That's why they told me, hey, come with us. I'm like, okay, because I never heard of it
No,
before.
no, I'm talking about was your friend one of the ones that did the deed?
I don't know because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, good. I wouldn't be paying attention either. I would have been, man, what's happening in this room right now?
But imagine if you were high and you were there. That would be so...
And then you really would have got the deed. That's just how can they?
Dude, no, I can't do that because then I would just like physically cringe way too much, and then like I would like
Die.
I couldn't do it. I honestly wouldn't.
And then you don't know if they're male or female at all. Which
You can't tell. You can tell.
No, they would usually like make their furry out of their gender.
But so, what if you get a tomboy or a really feminine guy?
Man, it must be
so
easy to meet up for them. I told you, like them giraffes.
Oh my goodness!
I'm telling you, they probably meet up just like that. They'd be like, "Hey, we having this furry meeting." They'd be like, "All right, then show up, bring some grass." He's like, "Got you."
What? So is grass kind of like their champagne before they get started?
Yeah, because they usually eat leaves, but grass is hard to get for their long necks. So if they get grass, set them boys.
Thank God they're not by catnip or oh my goodness.
Now thinking about it, they can't put their mouth on the floor.
That's what I mean. So if they get
whoa.
grass, they're just set. They're like, oh, this is grass, and then he can be like, yup. I wonder if they know what grass tastes like. Well, no, they can put their head into ponds.
Can
Yeah, they open their legs, so then their body's like that. That's funny. I had to think about that.
I did that a lot. No. Oh, I thought your phone was cracked for a second.
No.
I was about to say, that's
I was
sad.
gonna die if I won.
If it was cracked,
Yeah.
then you'd be set for death. Yeah.
Well, man, this is gonna be weird. I never do
Yeah,
this. Well, this is Unfortunate Podcast here with
Raymond.
Dante.
and Tony.